Hi everyone, how are you? I'm Abel and welcome back to my channel. As I recently told you, I just started to work in my little art workshop, and that got me thinking that I haven't talked to you that much about color theory, about basics of watercolor and stuff like that. And that's why today, in this video, I will be talking to you about color theory with these two little practices. First, I will show you the supplies I used, and then let's do it. I will use watercolor, paper, 2 containers with water, compass, a pencil, permanent marker, and a brush. Remember that the complete list of supplies is in the description box. The very first thing I will do is something I recommend to do whenever you buy a new material, and that's a color palette just like the one I have right here. I will work taking the color directly from the peel and putting it in a little piece of paper. This container with water up here is for washing the brush as soon as I finish painting, and this one is to take clean water to paint. And that's what I will do for the rest of the colors. Up here I will write Crayola to know that those are the watercolors I used. And with that I have my color palette ready for those watercolors. And with this, whenever I want to paint something new, I can go here. For example, I will paint this part of this sky with this particular blue or green, or perhaps use this color or this one for a certain part of a sea. And now let's start to talk a little bit about color theory. Let's begin by drawing 2 circles using a compass. One will be slightly smaller than the other one, as you can see right here. And they look just like a donut. Very close to the outer circle, I will write 12 numbers, from 1 to 12, just like a clock. And then with a pencil, I will draw lines from one circle to the other, and I just have to do it from the midpoint of each number in order to create 12 spaces. For the next step, I will use an image just like this one that's appearing right here that you can find if you search in Google color wheel, and the color palette I just made to identify the colors. After that, I will locate 3 numbers, the 12, the 4, and the 8. 12, 4, and 8. In each of these spaces I will paint one primary color, and that means it's a color that you cannot get from the combination of any other colors. In number 12 I will paint with red. In number 4 with yellow. And in number 8 with blue. Once I'm finished with the primary colors, I will continue with the secondary colors, which are the combination of 2 primary colors. Between red and yellow, right here in number 2, goes orange. Between yellow and blue in number 6 goes green. And between color red and blue, right here in number 10 goes violet. Now in my clock there are still half of the places to paint, in numbers 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11. And those spaces are for the tertiary colors. Wait a second, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Tertiary. And those spaces are for the tertiary colors, which are the combination of a primary color and a secondary color. And that's why here in number 1 goes the combination between red and orange. In space number 3 goes the mix between yellow and orange. In 5 goes the combination of yellow and green. In 7 I will paint the combination between blue and green. In number 9 goes the combination between blue and violet. And finally, in number 11, I will mix the colors red and violet. And with that, I have ready up here to your left my color palette, and to your right up here is my color wheel for these particular watercolors. That will help me every time I work with a new illustration. You know what, I really love the color palette of these watercolors, which I highly recommend because these are particularly good when you are learning. And here with my color wheel ready, I want to tell you that secondary and tertiary colors, and actually pretty much every color, can be obtained from the combination of primary colors, which are of course red, yellow and blue. But with these very watercolors you can get colors very similar to those in the color theory without having to make any combination at all, which actually can be talked in a whole video about it. But you can let me know in the comment section down below if that's something you would like to hear and see. For example, warm and cool colors, complementary colors, and stuff like that. And if you're not subscribed and you would like to be, hit the subscription button, or you can do that on the image that's over here, and turn on the notification bell so that YouTube will let you know when there's a new video around. Thank you so much for your likes, your comments, and for sharing this content, and I recommend you to see these videos that you may like. Follow me on my social media that's on the screen and in the description box, and I'm off. See you next time. Bye bye!